I'm Courtney Osborne with CO2 Fitness, and I have Dr. Osborne with Scenic City Clinic of Chiropractic here with me today. We're going to be talking all about the pelvic floor and how you can strengthen it, the benefits of strengthening it, along with just increasing your overall core strength. There's also a lot of benefits that can help you with pain, and Dr. Osborne is going to tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, I'm so excited. We've been talking about making these videos for forever for everyone, but especially my patients, where I'm trying to describe this stuff to them in the clinic and have them do it. Now we're going to have videos that you can use and follow along to do it. It's so important. I mean, exercise in general is important, but when it comes down to the pelvic floor and just overall core strength, it's so important for our balance, our lower extremity ability to keep us going and to do our exercises properly. And whether it's athletics or just as we're getting older, we need to make sure we've got a healthy pelvic floor. I see so many people now that are coming in to where we're able to help them, and then we end up figuring out, okay, well, we need to work on pelvic floor, we need to do strengthening in this area. So we're going to be having more videos coming out where we're going to be able to provide these, and just I wanted to have easy things to be able to have people do where they can do it throughout the day. They can add it to any workout routine, or hopefully this takes 5 to 8 minutes to be able to do that. Everybody should be able to have 5 minutes in their day to where they can add this on either in the morning or the evening when they get home from work. So yeah. Super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So let's get started. We are going to go ahead and start out with a connection breath. So what I'm going to do here is actually have Dr. Osborne lay flat on your back. And you can bring your knees up to make it a little more comfortable. So one thing that we want to make sure, is, especially when talking about the pelvic floor, is we want her back to be laying flat against the ground. So it's when you first lay down, it's easy to let your back come up just like she's showing there and have the arch. So what we want to do is make sure that that's flat on the ground, and it definitely helps when you bring your knees up. So what we're going to do here is I want you to lay one of your hands on your stomach, and you're going to take a deep inhale and make sure that you feel your stomach rising there. And as you exhale, I want you to picture that you have a basket that's at the floor of your torso. That's going to be your pelvic floor. So if you're picturing that as a basket, you're going to inhale and feel your stomach rising. And as you exhale, you want to feel that basket pulling upward. And that is what contracting your pelvic floor feels like. So as she's inhaling, her stomach is going to rise. And then as she exhales, she's contracting that pelvic floor and pulling it up. So that's something that we're going to keep in mind throughout this entire pelvic floor workout, is we will be doing every movement to an inhale and exhale, and you want to be making sure that you are focusing on contracting that pelvic floor during your exhale. Okay, so we are going to start off standing, and your heels should be a little further than hip width apart. Depending on your body and your flexibility, you may need to go further or more narrow. Just feel around for what's comfortable for you. And what we're gonna do is lower down, and as we exhale, we're going to contract and pull ourselves back up. So inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. We're just gonna do a few more reps of this. Making sure you feel that contraction as you pull up. Great job. All right, so as we get started here, Dr. Osborne is going to be demonstrating all of the movements, and she's going to be demonstrating the number of reps we'll be doing, which is 10 reps for each movement or 10 reps for each side. And throughout the video, I'm going to be showing some modifications and some more advanced moves. So the first time you're going through this video, I recommend watching Dr. Osborne and just following her along with all of the movements she does. Follow along with her breath and with the reps that she's doing. As you advance and you start to progress throughout going through these videos, You can then start and try some of the advanced movements that we'll be showing you whenever your pelvic floor is strengthened enough and strong enough to keep you safe while you perform those. So let's get started here. What we're gonna do to start out is we'll just lay flat on our back here with neutral spine here. As we noted before, we wanna make sure that we're not arching up here. And we're gonna lay flat there so that our core is engaged and our back is protected. And what you're gonna do here is take a big inhale, and as you exhale, contract your pelvic floor and your glutes, and you're gonna push your hips up to the sky. So, coming down, you'll inhale, and then contract your glutes on the exhale, contract your pelvic floor to push yourself up. You want this entire movement to be very slow and controlled. So, up to the sky. Now Dr. Osborne is going to continue showing this movement. If you are someone that has low back pain and you aren't able to do this full movement, what you can do here is we just want to work on engaging that core here, and we don't have to go all the way up. So all you're going to do here is you'll inhale, and as you exhale, we're just going to tilt our hips up. So just where your glutes are coming off the ground there, and then you'll go ahead and lower it back to the ground. So inhale, and as you exhale, just tilt that pelvic floor up and make sure your glutes just get slightly off the ground there, and then you'll slowly roll back. So that's going to help to strengthen that core and strengthen your pelvic floor without hurting your lower back.
Big A.
Go into the next movement here. We're going to stay in the same position with our neutral back. And what you're going to do here, you can put your hands on your hips to make sure that your pelvis stays stabilized here. We're going to let one knee lean out to the side with our inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to contract the pelvic floor and pull that leg back in. So you'll inhale as you lower your leg. Exhale as you contract and pull it back to the center. Now, if this feels comfortable for you, go ahead and stay here, especially if you are in the postpartum phase or you have diastasis recti. You will want to go ahead and stick with this movement. Not a great time to go ahead and try to do a more advanced move, because we just want to make sure that you are fully strengthened and recovered before going into any advanced moves. But if you do feel comfortable and you feel strong enough to do an advanced movement, what we're going to do here is bring our legs up to where they're at a 90-degree angle here. And you want to make sure that you're not rocking, that you're fully stabilized here. You can place your hands on your hips here, or if it helps you, you can put your hands out to the side. And then we're going to inhale and exhale as we contract to bring it back in. Inhale and contract on the exhale. Now for our next movement here, we are going to, we're going to be back in this position here and lower our legs down. You're just going to slide it down. Make sure again that you're contracting and that you're strong in the core there so you can keep your back neutral. It's very easy in this position when you let your leg go straight to allow your back to arch, and you don't want to do that. Don't want to cause any further injuries, as Dr. Osborne knows. So we want to just make sure, and if you can't go all the way down, that's okay. If you can just get to here, that's totally fine. Just go as far as you can go, staying controlled and with a neutral spine.
Big A.
And as always, we're going to go with the breath here. So we'll inhale as we put our leg out, and then exhale to contract. Pull our leg back in. Now, if you feel that you are ready to go to a more advanced version of this, what we can do here is you can actually put your legs up. Inhale, exhale. This forces you to have a little bit more core stabilization. Or you can also do toe taps. Inhale and exhale to pull it back up. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us to strengthen your pelvic floor today. We hope this was very beneficial for you. As a reminder, doing this 1 to 3 times a day can help you to have tons of benefit with your core, with decreasing pain and low back pain. It also helps women if you are in the postpartum phase, especially with incontinence and pelvic floor prolapse. So there's tons of benefits to doing this, and it should only take you a few minutes if you can work that into your schedule a few times a day.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you soon, and please make sure that you subscribe to CO2 Fitness on YouTube, because we're going to be doing a lot of videos like this. I'm trying to get as many of these videos made with Courtney here so that we have an easy way to, one, get you guys the information, but also hopefully something easy for you to follow along with. It's going to be adding 5 to 8 minutes to your routine or your workout in your day of easy things that you can do to help your body be as healthy as it can possibly be, whether that's as you're getting older or because we want to be able to lift heavier. Whatever that may be, we really just want to be here as a support for you guys, to help you guys be the best versions of yourself. So thank you again for joining us today, and we hope to see you soon.